Hey everybody, RC here with a kind of a channel update, sad story type of thing here. Those of you who hang out on my Discord already know about this, who stay up to date on what's going on and everything. But I didn't do any streaming last week for Quake or anything else, and I didn't have any videos ready today because I didn't do anything over the weekend on my computer. I guess the best way to start this video out is just to kind of tell you guys what happened exactly on Friday with my parents' dog. So, you know, it's something that I really didn't expect. It was a pretty insane day, I have to say. So let me just start from the top here. So last week on Friday, as I usually do, you guys watch the Quake Grave, you watch my videos on there. You know that lately, you know, the past couple of months, my dad and I, we've been working on our basement, right? We've been trying to sort of remodel it and get it up to where we want it to be for before the winter comes. So last Friday I finished my, you know, real job work and helped my dad down in the basement that we've been working on, and he headed home, right? So just a normal, typical Friday. And I get a call from him maybe about an hour or two later. Actually, I take that back. It was a call from my mom maybe an hour or two later after he left. And she let me know that their dog was lost. Now, their dog, she's had sort of the onset of dementia lately, the past few months, to the point where she's staring in corners, just staring at a wall. And you know, when they try to snap her out of it, she kind of snaps at them. You know, they're like, you know, hey, get away from the corner, you know. So what ended up happening is with her dementia or whatever, I don't know how she got out. I don't know what happened exactly, but what ended up happening was she got lost and they lost track of her. So they called me and let me know, and I told them, hey, you know, looking on the bright side of things, you know, you're probably going to find her. She's probably like in a neighbor's bush or in the neighbor's shed or garage or something like that. You'll probably find her no problem. So I went to bed not even thinking about it, right? So I wake up Saturday morning, I immediately call my parents, and my mom lets me know that they have been up all night, pulled an all-nighter looking for their dog and can't find her. So I immediately tell them, okay, I'm going to make some lost posters, you know, lost dog posters, and I whip that up and let them know that I'd be out to help them look for her and put up some posters. So about a half hour, 45 minutes goes by. I get dressed, eat something, make the poster. I'm about to head over to Kinko's because it's been very rainy over here lately, and I wanted to get some laminated posters so that way the rain wasn't going to ruin them. So I called my dad real quick and I asked him, you know, do you have a staple gun? We can put these into telephone poles. I'm about to go get these printed, you know. And he basically tells me on the phone, he says, don't bother. And at that moment I thought he was going to say, because we found her, everything's cool. But instead he said, we found her and she was in the pool. And what that means is that she drowned in the pool. So this hit us really hard, because we have a family who's we are really big animal lovers, to the point where even with her having dementia, you know, my parents were buying, you know, brain activity food and medication, everything to try to keep her going, and they thought that she was doing better. So what ended up happening is she got away and she snuck into their backyard. My parents have a pool, in which my dad had just finished covering for the winter time. He was covering it with a tarp, and I guess with her dementia going, she didn't really know what she was doing. She walked onto the tarp, and on the edges of the tarp where the pool is, she fell into the pool underneath the tarp and she drowned. So this was last Saturday, and it messed me up pretty bad, because I know a lot of people out there watching this are going to think, you know, it's just a dog, it's not a human, you know. But like I said, we're big animal lovers in my family, and this hit us really hard. And the thing I keep thinking about is just how scared she probably was. You know, she probably didn't know what she was doing and then fell into the water and just instantly, like, the fear took over, you know, and I can't stop thinking about it. But the thing that is so heart-wrenching about it, not only was that like superly tragic, but the thing that I keep thinking about is just my dad on the phone when he told me he found her in the pool. It was something I had never heard from my dad before. Just the sound of angst and how sad he was, you know, just the cries and everything like that. It'll be something I never forget, because you got to figure with this dog, they've had her for, well, she's 10, so they had her since she was like just a little tiny puppy the size of a softball, and she was kind of the empty nest dog. After me and my sister moved out, she was the dog that they got. So she was kind of like their new kid, and for them to lose her like that was just, it hit us all very, very hard. You know, because I have memories of my mom sitting on one side of the couch over here and me on the other side of the couch over here, and right in the center of the couch was our dog, Brandy was her name, by the way. I'm sorry if I didn't mention it, but she would sit between us and just snore all night while we're sitting there watching TV and talking and stuff. That was our holidays. We'd, you know, Thanksgiving, we'd eat, get stuffed, and me and my mom would sit on the couch and chat and watch. She'd show me some shows that she's been enjoying lately, and Brandy would be right in the middle of us snoring away, her head on my lap. So, yeah, this was insanely hard to deal with. And even though she was a dog, it made me think about life a lot, and how weird and how insane it really is. Like, where one moment you're there safe, and the next moment you are gone and something tragic happens, you know? So anyway, you know, not to berate you guys with a really sad story here. That's not really my point here. My point is to let you guys know that I'm going to be taking a break from doing videos for a while, streaming and otherwise. I first want to apologize to any game companies or developers out there who may have sent me a game key to check their games out. I will check those out when I come back, but as of right now, I have next to no motivation to do any of this stuff, guys, so I apologize. Of course, I want to apologize to you guys who watch every week too, because I know you really, really enjoy watching the Quake Grave, and I know that, you know, we were supposed to play a little bit of Blood coming up too, which was going to be a lot of fun, but I just, like I said, I have no motivation right now. You know, maybe next week I'll feel better and I'll come back, but I'm not sure. I feel like I need a little bit of time to sort of process all this stuff, because it's been nuts. Saturday was, I feel like, one of the worst days we've ever had as a family, and I'm still figuring it out in my head. Today was my first day back to work after it, and the whole day I couldn't help but keep thinking about it. You know, the fact that you know, my dad sounded the way he did on the phone, and when I got there to help with the situation with my parents and everything, my mom was in shock. She was like catatonic, basically. She didn't even know like I was there for the first hour I was there, because she just like could not believe this had happened, and I still can't believe it happened either. But again, I apologize for the really long explanation here, guys. I just felt like you were owed an explanation, and the reason I told the sad story is because I didn't want it to be like, hey, my parents' dog died, I need some time off from this, because you'd be like, what? This isn't really that big a deal. It doesn't seem like a big deal. So I wanted to explain like the tragicness, you know, the ultimate tragedy of this whole thing, so that way you guys know why I need a little bit of time to kind of process all this stuff here. Because as it is, like I said, with my dad and I working on the basement downstairs, my PC downstairs has been covered in a tarp, so that way we're not getting paint and mud and drywall mud when we sand the walls on all over my PC. And normally what I do is after we work, I'll unsheath that thing from the plastic, and I'll stream for you guys and do videos and stuff. But like, ever since Thursday night, I've left the tarp on the computer because I have no motivation and no care to really go down there and do any of this stuff right now. So that's why I'm here actually filming this on my iPhone, because I felt like you guys were owed an explanation of some sort, and I did not want to undo all the stuff with the computer, you know, to get it running and do the webcam thing and everything. But regardless, everybody, I want to say thank you for sticking with me all this time. You know, I apologize that it's kind of coming to a halt right now, but I hope that the majority of you understand. And I will be back. It's not like I'm going to go away forever or anything. I just need a little time a little bit of a break from everything. So anyway, like I said, thank you guys. Thank you for understanding. And hopefully I'll see you sooner than later. GG, everybody. I'll see you all next time.